Tona wa thuto ya motheo ha re lephata la gagwe le ikaelela go tokafatsa maduo a ditlhatlhobo ka bokana ka 5%. Dikiletso tsa go reka morogo kwa ntle go bega di amile thata kgwebisano le mafatshe a kgaolo ya SADC fa moemedi wa lekgotla la UNICEF kwa Mozambique a kopile dithuso tsa namolo morago ga gore setsuatsue sa tshilo se rate lefatshe leo. Ke la boraro gompieno kgwedi ya Sedimonthole le malatsi a le 12 wetso madume seno ke dikgang tsa nako ya bongwe tsa Dstv mme di go kopanya jalo le nna Lone Ranchobolo. Tona wa tsa merero ya bana le thuto ya motheo mo nonoga fela mokoka ha re lepata la gagwe lephata le bone maduo a ditlhatlhobo tsa mophato wa bosupa tsa ngwaga ona tokafetse go se kae mme se sepe se motho a ka se itumelelang. Tona go na bua kwa parlamenteng ka nako ya emepele ga ntlo pele ka lefoko a re maduo a PLC a golotsweng ka la botlhano maduo ao a bontsha gore go tokafetse ka 1.3% mo baithuting ba ba tsereng A go ya kwa go C. Tona ga fela nono mokoka a re puso e ntšha ya UDC ba tla go tokafatsa maduo ano ka bokana ka 5% mo ngwageng o tlang.
The 2024 PSLE results indicate an improvement in performance of 1.30% at grades A to C, compared to that of the previous year. Mr. Speaker, looking at the improvement I've just cited, all of us would agree that this is nothing to write home about. We cannot celebrate such improvement because it still falls below expectation by Botswana and, of course, by the new government. That is why our ministry has decided to set an improvement target of 5% for the coming year. Minimal as it may seem, this is the right step to take, looking at the many problems that the education ministry finds itself with. Notwithstanding the 1.30% improvement in the performance, Mr. Speaker, noted are the following as possible factors contributing to the low performance: dilapidated infrastructure in schools, low morale, that is for teachers, the fact that some students still travel long distances to school, affecting issues of access and even concentration at school or in class. School feeding menu in our schools is not that nutritious. At this point, I would like to say I've been in Japan attending a global forum on school feeding. And after a survey that was carried in 2022, in which the Social Development Unit, housed or still housed under the Ministry of Local Government and Traditional Affairs, participated in the study. And that's where we actually discovered that we still have a long way to go in terms of procuring nutritious or plants with nutrition to actually prepare balanced meals for our students countrywide.
Puso e ntšha ya UDC ya re dikiletso tsa go reka merogo kwa ntle ga lefatshe leno di amile thata kgwebisano ya lefatshe leno le mafatshe a kgaolo ya SADC segolobogolo la Aforika Borwa. Seno se bilwe ke tona wa tsa ditsa le temothuo Dr. Mikas Chimbombi fa na itsise palamente ka go tlosiwa ga dikiletso tseno tse di tla dirwang kgato ka kgato. Dikiletso tsa merogo di ne tsa tlhongwa ka Ferikgong ka ngwaga wa 2022 ke puso ya pele ya Gatautona Mokgweetsi Masisi ka maikaelelo a go godisa temo le merogo mono go fokotsa ditlhwatlhwa tsa dithoto tse di gwang kwa ntle. Puso e ntšha e setse e tlositse dikiletso tseno. Tona Chimbombi o ne a gatelela dingwe tsa dikgwetlho tse di neng tsa tlisiwa ke dikiletso tseno.
This import restriction has led to several challenges, key amongst them being major seasonal disruptions in the local supply of vegetables, which led to significant price volatilities. As such, affordability and accessibility of horticulture products, particularly for rural communities, has been a challenge. Also, the restriction negatively affects international trade and our relations. The other problems that emanated from the import restrictions include smuggling of restricted vegetables, especially during times when market prices for products are higher in Botswana than in neighboring countries. Furthermore, there's rampant smuggling of restricted products resulting in loss of government revenue through unpaid customs fees. This happens mainly through heavy trucks transiting to neighboring countries, carrying fresh produce under the pretext that the commodities are to be delivered to a destination, only for the produce to be offloaded within Botswana. Also, for products such as potatoes, ginger, and garlic, for which the seed and the fruit itself are similar, the restrictions were not easy to differentiate that somebody is bringing in seeds or is bringing in the fruit. Mr. Speaker, as stated in the SONA 2024, the ministry is currently working on addressing real underlying market-oriented gaps. This includes finding sustainable solutions to increase on-farm productivity, product and market development, setting up post-harvest and cold chain infrastructure, use of high-tech tools for monitoring and evaluation, and multimodal logistics to ensure last-mile connectivity, to ensure timely harvest and crop collections.
Tautona Bumago, weletse gape gore puso ya gagwe e ntšha e tla baya ditshwanelo tsa setho kwa godimo jaaka dira mananeo a yone. O ne a bua maabane wa ana etetswe ke mogolwane wa lekgotla la UNDP Ahuna Ezikwano Onochi. Tautona o rile o solofela gore lekgotla la UNDP le tla thusa puso ya Botswana go fitlhelela maikaelelo a yone.
We have an opportunity now to try and return to that firm guidance that animated the approaches then. And we believe that it now forms the main animating impulse for the approach that this present government takes. We place human rights at the very center of our programs, our programming, and the way we do everything that we do, the way we relate with the people that we serve, and the way we formulate the programs. And that is why it was fitting for us to begin by acknowledging where we've faltered in upholding human rights and recommit ourselves to ensuring that going forward we do not falter or veer off course. And we trust that with your experience, your long-standing involvement in issues of development and human rights, you will work with us, you will be able to assist in practical, demonstrable ways so that we are able to attain the objectives, the goals that we've set ourselves. And we must set ourselves very lofty goals. We have. So that if we fail at all, we remind ourselves of the words of Samuel Beckett: fail, try, fail. Try again, fail better. And that we will do as we fail our way to success.
Farlewa mo go tsedingwe le khotla le le kwadisang barutabana la Botswana Teaching Professionals Council Botepco la re le tsweletse pele mo thomong ya lone ya go tokafatsa boleng le bokgoni jwa go ruta mo Botswana fa bua maabane kwa bokopanong jwa ba ga Dikgang mo ga borone mo kamedi bile le mokwadisi wa council ya barutabana Rafael Dingalo o na bolela dintlha tsa bosheng le malebana le dilo tse di botlhokwa tse council e di fitlheletseng le diphetogo tse di tla diregang.
Dingalo o senotse gore go tlhomilwe komiti e tla tlhomang tuelo e utlwalang ya gore barutabana ba kgone ba nnelwe license gore ba kgone ba rute.
We have set up a committee that is working around the fee schedule to advise us as to what would be reasonable for teachers to pay. And the teachers are represented, the unions are represented, I think the ministry is represented. All the critical stakeholders are represented in the committee that is working towards the fee schedule. And we hope and believe that sooner rather than later they shall submit a report. I think they are almost done. So again, that precedes the registration and licensing.
Dingalona tswelela a re ba santse ba feleletsa go kwala melawana e ntseng e sekasekwa kwa kgotlatshekelo ya Attorney General.
The draft regulations are meant to operationalize the Act. We have the Act that was passed in 2019, and we are now in the process of working on the regulations. My team has finalized the draft regulations together with the attorneys from the ministry and as well the Attorney General chambers, but I understand that it goes through different levels at the Attorney General chambers, and that is where it is. And we hope that sooner or later the draft regulations shall be finalized from the Attorney General chambers, and then we shall present them to the board for approval. And once the board has approved the draft regulations, they shall be forwarded to the Ministry of Education for final determination and gazetting. The same applies, and we are now also working on the registration and licensing fee schedule. So we need to agree on the fee schedule as to how much teachers will pay for them to be registered and licensed with Botepco.
Dikgang tseo santse ka di solofela mo gasong eno moemedi wa lekgotla la UNICEF kwa Mozambique o kopile dithuso tsa namolo morago ga gore setsuatsue sa tshilo se rrathe kwa lefatsheng leo mogaiso na le rona ra bua.
Ma go bana re sale re ke tsena go kgolegelong gore ra ba bona go rola so nka maemela ene ke itlhetsang tsaile me bile le ene ke mongwe wa batho ba ileng gore o joine bone ba mpitsang le pantiti bo kampusetsa go kgolegelong mo ile gore so fa go mpimana se se ke tswa go ikuela go prison se le go police gore na kana
Once again, Isuzu stepped into the frame to provide the Isuzu KB pickup for the logistical support. Audi rings and the RS3 badge on the front and the rear are also black.
Now, moving on into this action-packed season 2 of Top Student YTV, we expect to see you every Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock right here on YTV, where entertainment lives.
Mogaisong ka mogala gape me jaanong a rebelle tsa mafatshe a sele moemedi wa lekgotla la UNICEF kwa Mozambique o kopile dithuso tsa namolo morago ga gore setsuatsue sa tshilo se rrathe kwa lefatsheng leo le go baka tshenyo e seng kana ka sepe o boletse motswedi wa dikgang wa Al Jazeera gore le pele ga setsuatsue seo bana ba ka tshwara dikadike di le tharo ba ne ba setse ba tlhoka dithuso tsa namolo mme lekgotla leo le na le bokana ka 40% fela ya madi a tlhokegang go thusa batho.
impact of cyclone category 4 cyclone Cheeto has been devastating for upwards of 1 million people across northern Mozambique. Our teams are on the ground. We have large offices up in Pemba and Nampula, and they've been assessing the damage, and they've been out already responding to the needs of these communities who've been really severely impacted. So as you said, homes, whole villages completely destroyed, people who've lost everything, schools, health facilities, water systems, electricity is down and water systems are down. So that's impacting communities and a huge risk of disease outbreak, which is especially severe for children. So we're very worried about cholera, malaria, and other waterborne diseases taking a heavy toll on these communities who've been just undergoing shock upon shock of what's happening up in northern Mozambique. Before this cyclone, there were 3.3 million children in severe humanitarian need, and only 40% of the humanitarian appeal funded. So reaching these communities and getting the assistance to them has already been difficult. But fortunately, we have our teams on the ground, our partners, government, other sister agencies, and it's all hands on deck. With the cyclone, we were seeing it coming. We saw it coming over Mayotte towards Pemba, and we're able to start preparing. We have large warehouses up in the north. So we were able to get our emergency supplies ready and to the community and already getting out today and again tomorrow. We have trucks going out to these remote communities around Pemba and around Nampula to reach children and their families, especially supplies like chlorine tablets for clean water and critical health supplies and hygiene kits, really for life-saving, urgent humanitarian support, as well as the psychosocial impact that this is having on children who are just repeatedly hit by trauma.
Farlebella mo tsa kgwebo kompone ya panditemana ya Lukara heletse itsitse leina la temana ya bokete jwa 2488 carats e boneng ka kgwedi ya Phatwe le ya bokete jwa 1094 carats e boneng ka lwetse ka ngwaga wa 2024. Temane ya 2488 carats e bidiwa motswedi fa ya 1094 carats ene e ne ilo leina la seriti. Tona tsa kgotetso le tswa mo bogorokelo wendo o na itsise ba fenye.
I have the pleasure of announcing the named winner for 2488. The name for the new name for 2488 is Motswedi. And our winner is Mr. Onasi Nduna. And he walks away with 100,000 ula. Please plus one. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Mr. Thomas.
Boy soma sebakeng se ha re go khositswe me ala re bua ha re bella tsa metshameko.
Ma go bana re sale re ke tsena go kgolegelong go ra ba bona go rola song ka maemelang ene ke itlhetsang tsaile mme ebile le ene ke mongwe wa batho ba e leng gore o joine bone ba mpitsang le pantiti bo ka mpusetsa ko kgolegelong mo e leng gore so fa gompieno se se ke tswa go ikuela ko prisons le ko police gore nna kana ne o ntshedisa yana.
Hi, my name is Lone Ranchobolo. Catch me live on weekdays on the Premier Palace, where we unpack more on the EPL and talk about pictures, latest updates concerning the Premier League. And you can catch us on Dstv Channel 291 or just go on our Facebook page at YTV Botswana. We're also on TikTok, LinkedIn, on social media. Kudos. Mogaso ke go amogela gape me jaanong a re tlhorimele tsa metshameko setlhopha sa setšhaba sa kgwele dinao sa bomme sa the mess mmogo le mokgweetsi wa dikuta Rose Branch ba bona thotloetso ya madi a kana ka 500,000 pula mongwe le mongwe kwa komponeng ya diteamana ya Lukhara moeteledipele wa kompone eo Mena Simulari o supile fa ba bone go tshwanela gore ba ka rotloetsa setlhopha sa the mess ga mmogo le Rose Branch.
Together we can inspire a brighter future, one where Botswana's sporting talent continues to shine on the world stage, and we've proven that. I mean, God, we've had such a great year this year with Litsile, with Ross, with a lot of activities. It's been amazing. You guys have given us a platform to stand on as Botswana and to be proud as Botswana. And I won't talk about my diamonds because we spoke about them yesterday. And that's also my people in the room as well. It is on this backdrop of this that we as Lukhara Botswana have agreed to sponsor both Ross Branch and the Mares with 500,000 pula each towards preparing and getting into 2025. So we hope that 2025 is going to be an awesome year, actually better than 2024. And I don't know what better is, but you'll show us what better is, right? And we believe that through this partnership, we will together be able to elevate sports in Botswana to take a place where our athletes can fully optimize their position in sports.
I extend my sincere appreciation to Lukhara Botswana for its exemplary commitment to corporate citizenship and its strategic focus on nurturing Botswana's talent. Today's sponsorship, a substantial investment of 500,000 pula each for Ross Branch, our FIM World Rally Raid champion, and the mighty Mares. Botswana's national women's football team is a clear demonstration of Lukhara Botswana's alignment with national development goals. Their investment reflects not only confidence in Botswana's sporting potential, but also in sustainable development.
Beyond the mining, the one thing you guys do add is a lot of hope. I think you have added hope to my career from the very beginning. Nobody ever thought that this would ever be possible, that I could be standing up here and talking as a world champion. I didn't believe it, but you guys did. You guys believed in me from the beginning. We hadn't known each other for too long, but you guys came on as my biggest support and added hope to my life and to my dreams of becoming a world champion. You inspired me. You showed me what it's like to go out and reach for the stars and get those goals.
Mogaso di ne di me ka tselentseng jalo tsa tshokologong eno me pela ga di ba khutlo tla lebelle tsene di goga kwa pele tona wa thuto ya motheo ha re lephata la gagwe le ikaela go tokafatsa madi wa ditlhatlhobo ka bokana ka 5%. Dikiletso tsa go reka merogo kwa ntle go begwa di amile thata kgwebisano le mafatsa a kgaolo ya SADC fa moemedi wa lekgotla la UNICEF kwa Mozambique a kopile dithuso tsa namolo morago ga gore setsuatsue sa tshiro se rathe kwa lefatsheng leo. Mogaso tla re be khutlo fa nna le wena go fitla re kopana gape mo nakong e tlang itshaleka ka go some modimo o re rata rotlhe.